Hi friends, in today's video I want us to take a brief revisit to a couple foundational items that I've been asked about recently. These are things that it's important for us to have in place well, solid foundation as it were, so that what we're building with our practice is secure and stable, and that our practice has the best impact on our growth as possible. So today we're going to look at holding the whistle, blowing, mouthpiece, some basic stuff, but stick with us, please, because this is important for us to ensure we have right. Thinking quickly on holding the whistle. Anton shared with me a video that Gray Larson did about how to really get set on holding your whistle well, but it's really focused on the high whistle. It's a great video that will help you out some. I'll put a link to it in the show notes. But basically, on a low D whistle, you want to have the whistle balanced in your hand. And find that place that the whistle feels like you can move it around without cramping your hands, because you want these fingers to be able to move freely. So for me, that's just hovering around that top hole for my left thumb, my top thumb, and hovering around the fourth hole for my bottom thumb. And then on the low whistle, depending on the whistle you have, it is highly unlikely that you're going to be able to use your fingertip pads. It's more likely that you're going to have at least the pad on the lower hand, the third and sixth, and then you're going to wrap your hands lightly there. Or I have found for me, since my hands are a little smaller and I don't have a lot of pads on my thin fingers, that I've actually had to come in for more of a piper's grip. Whatever works for you, work on that. And then use these, at least this little finger and then your thumbs and the way you hold the whistle in your mouth as kind of your grip. And then that way you can play the C sharp fairly easily, because you don't want the whistle slipping around while you're playing. So the mouthpiece then, remember I grew up playing woodwind instruments, and so I'm accustomed to sticking the mouthpiece into my mouth, curving my lower lip, biting on the mouthpiece. And with the whistle, holding the mouthpiece like that is not the thing to do. So if you're holding your mouthpiece into your mouth, it's time to fix that foundation. For example, if I just set the mouthpiece at the edge of my lips and blow, it's a little airy because I don't have a good seal, but my mouth is not doing the work except to create a good consistent airflow cavity, I'll call it. So I've seen some people place the whistle, so you just place it gently on your bottom lip at the front, close your lips around it. If you put the whistle at the very center of your mouth, you may have to feel like you're pursing your lips too much. So I see a lot of folks just place it at a slight angle, close your lips around it, don't let your lips obstruct the airflow. The whistle is hardly in my mouth at all. My lips are just sealing around it, and that's really important for us to do. So what I would call the embouchure, that not clenched jaw, but that tightness of my jaw and how I'm holding that will control some of my intonation. That's not how I'm doing intonation with the whistle. It's controlled more by my air flow. So find that good airflow for you. And then holding the whistle out, You don't want to hold it too far in, you don't want to hold it too far out, because again, you're pushing your air straight into the whistle, because it's got, I won't give you all the technical terms, it's got bits in the mouthpiece that are going to make it work. And then the air comes through the tube, the body of the whistle, combined with the mouthpiece and the technical bits in the mouthpiece. That's what makes it work. It's not how you hold your jaw. So that's important to know too. You want your fingers to be able to seal here on the notepad's good hole coverage. I talk about that all the time. And then, so just gently in your mouth, find the right airflow. This is where, and you might use a tuner to figure out how you're doing with your tone quality. That's kind of a lot of the basics there. You want to try this all out and see what all you need to do to make sure that your fingers move freely, you're balanced well, so that when you're playing the C sharp, your whistle's not falling around, and work on all those things. Foundational items for us to work on. What other foundational items do you feel really help stabilize the platform that you're using to learn to whistle? Share those with me so that I can consolidate some of those into another video. I hope that helps you a lot. Place the whistle at your lips, consistent airflow, comfortable grip on your hands so that you can move freely and your fingers know how to find those holes, and you've got enough fleshy bits to cover them, and then some good balance there. And then pay attention to that tone quality. I hope that helps a lot. Send me questions, send me recommendations. This is great for us to be together in community as we learn the low whistle. Until next time, this is Scott Shade. Happy low D whistling, my friends.